This week I had a little time after work, so I decided to take a trip up to Lake George in upstate New York where I could target maybe some larger sized pike, lake trout, or landlocked salmon. The water temperature was only about 61 degrees, but the nice thing was that with the wind being so low, it was nice. There wasn't too much chop, and with this little stream network I had to navigate, it was about a mile paddle. It was absolutely gorgeous. In addition to the scenery and the beautiful mountains and things around you, one of the nice things is there's a ton of wildlife early in the season. Later on, this lake is swamped with boat traffic from people coming in from out of state, and it just gets so crazy. So it's nice to see some of these more Adirondack species, such as this nice pair of loons that followed me out for the last half mile of my paddle. After that beautiful paddle, I was finally out on the lake. You can see it's just like glass, ready to target those fish.
We market a ton of fish on this drop-off over here where it's going to actually go from about 30-foot depth contour, drops right down to 50, and you're marking some nice fish, assuming they're Lakers. We're going to see if we can troll one up using one of these Williams spoons over here. Got that paired up on one of these ugly sticks, running 20-pound test line, and using the Scotty Lake Troller. So let's see what we can get. Now my Williams spoon, when I cast this out, I like to set my drag super loose. And then we're going to put it a good like 25 yards, that's a little much. Put a nice distance behind the ball because that's going to stir up a lot of water. So let's get that out there. Okay, so we got a nice distance, loose drag, and now let's clip that onto our Scotty. We'll take our Scotty here. We're going to clip on our release clip. And the cool thing is, as I drop this down, you're able to see it on the fish finder go down. So not marking too much right now, but there's something interesting on the bottom. But we're going to drop this down about 20 feet. And watch the fish finder here. You'll actually see it, the ball dropping down on the fish finder. So we're going to stop right around 20 feet. And the top part, I believe, is actually the clip. So we know the ball's down about 20. We're riding a little high, but that's okay. We're marking fish slightly above the 20-foot contour. Again, it's only 60, water temp's only about 60 today. All right, let's see what we can get. All right, here's the drop-off we're looking for. Seeing a lot of pings coming right off the bottom. Saw a huge one come up and catch it, but there we go. Lake trout.
So this laker measured in at just over 25 inches. It pushed it well above that minimum size for Lake George of 23 for the year of 2018. This lake has some nice sized fish, not quite as big as we get on the Great Lakes, but this was a good fish for this lake. This laker I decided to keep, so you put him on the stringer and he's over the side. It's a good thing to do with these fish is actually to bleed them out, because if you leave that blood in their system, it's going to really affect the flavor of the fish. So especially with my lake trout, I always like to bleed them out. You can do that with a quick snip of the gills. After this fish, I trolled around a while, got a couple more hits, but since the sun was starting to go, had about an hour left, had to paddle and pack stuff up, decided it was time to head in. On the way in, I encountered an awesome beaver house. It's been there obviously from the season before, but it was nice without all that brush that you get to really see what he's built, and actually a really nice network of systems back there, and you can see where he goes up on the bank.
He's got some
Decided to give you guys a little underwater view here too. You can see here all the sticks he's got piled up for his food, the underside of his house. He's a busy little guy. Well guys, that's all we got for this video. Thank you for taking the time to watch. It was an absolute blast. If you've never gone for lake trout before from your kayak, I highly recommend it. They put up a nice fight and it's just a lot of fun. Usually they're in a beautiful set of scenery. If you guys have any questions about how to put one of these Scotty Lake Troller downriggers on your kayak, check the description below. I published a video a little bit earlier showing how I put that on my older Hobie kayak. Of course, mine is not the only way to do that, so if you have another system that you use, please feel free to post a link or maybe a picture down below of what you do so you can help somebody else who finds this video. Thank you so much again for watching. Aqua Base Outdoors.